How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're getting it played with, well, the box cover ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to go with black and white printed out copies of rule books. We're playing Restart. Restart was recently on crowdfunding, and they'll be opening up the late pledge manager. So this copy came too late for me, so unfortunately I didn't get played during the campaign, but fortunately for them, I'm gonna play it as a late pledge video. So they have it. This is the solo mode. So there are two other solo videos out there. They've played the mission or the dystopia that's recommended, which is the pandemic one. I'm going to go ahead and play the next level in difficulty one. Has less luck involved, but a little bit more strategy. And it is the extinction one. It's the same one that Paul Grogan paid multiplayer, where you're trying to get DNA strands together. It's set collection. I don't think it would be that much more difficult, at least for me, to be able to play that. Because if I'm going to play rules wrong, I'm going to play rules wrong. The difficulty of the dystopia is not being a factor. With that said, let me go ahead and flip over, do a brief rundown. As always, I say a brief rundown because if you want a full play teach, those other channels are probably much better at doing that. But we are set up here. One thing, of course, this is a prototype. Things are subject to change: graphics, icons, art, player board, and so forth. The second thing is I am not using the board. It does have a board where you can put things down, and everybody I saw play kept putting them below, like right below the cards. I'm going to put them on the cards for space saving purposes. The only way I could get everything on this table was to do this, because the board, if I put it here, took up this entire space, and I'd have to zoom out, and I feel like you guys want a more zoomed in view. So what we're doing, this is a kind of a worker placement module game. So you have your standard Euro flare with your worker placement. In this case, it's miniatures. And then you have your modules. Again, like I said, this dystopian involves these DNA. There's one that's like a roll and write, or a write of some sort. It does some kind of writing. There is a dice rolling one. That's the pandemic. So that's the one that has the most luck. And then there's another one I think is like pattern building. You're trying to do pattern building. I think that's the most difficult one. It's the underwater one. So what we can do on our turn is we're going to be choosing an action. So we have our little action token here, and we're going to be choosing an action on one of our spaces. Each space is going to allow us to do different things. We cannot take the same action 2 times in a row, and of course standard worker placement rules kind of apply. Because it is a time-related one, I cannot put my adult with my child self, right? Because that causes time anomalies. But at the same time, because we are 2 separate timelines trying to preserve our future or get our improved future, multiverse as it would be, I can't go in the same spot as another time traveler. So on my turn, I can take one of my 4 actions. The first action here is a learning action. Basically, I will have cards. I will be able to put these cards into one of my other rows. That's going to give me additional abilities as I upgrade those. They are upgraded by completing missions, or at the end of each round, we're going to get these little gems that we're going to put into it to upgrade. Or maybe I could do it as a one-time upgrade by spending these little red gems, which are called adrenaline. All right. The second thing these do is, of course, they are going to give you points, right? Next thing we do is, this is kind of our, it's the perception, I think is what they call it. This is kind of our movement space. So this is how we're going to move our worker around. It serves to move either our child or our adult self, and we can just move ourselves around the grid. The reason we want to move ourselves around the grid is so that we can then do the second thing, which is to play a card. So same thing, I can play one of these cards to a spot that either my adult or child self is. So that way I can complete my mission. So for example here, this mission wants a blue, green, yellow. We've already got blue and yellow. I just need a green man. Another way we can complete missions is by spinning these void tokens, and I could really just put that there. That becomes a green, and we are good to go. The last thing that we can do is complete objectives. So anytime here that we have done one of these objectives, for example, this one says you've collected 1 or more mission cards of each difficulty. There is a level 1, level 2, and level 3. Then we can collect that and get the additional 4 points at the end of the game. Again, standard Euro stuff. The second one is our little gearhead thing. I forget what the gearhead thing is called. Let's get technical terms. Let's make sure we're using the right terms, Will. Perception was, I was right the first time, perception. Intelligence. See, I don't have intelligence. So intelligence is the key way that the game itself works. This is going to allow you to do what's called an A or a B action. So in this game, the A and the B action basically allow us to draw from the A or B deck. So A lets us get X chromosomes, B lets us get Y chromosomes. Simple as that. The second thing it does is as we get those gems and upgrade our tracks here, we're going to get additional benefits. One is we can, if we have for every gem, we can put these into a freezer, because again, we want set collection. We want to be able to get things in a certain order. So if I get a, for example, I need a 4 here, I need a 2 here, I need a 6 here, and say I pull an 8, that does me no good here, right? So I need to place it in a column unless I have a move action. So the freezer would let me put things in freezer until I'm ready to use them. This one here, if you take an A or B, instead of drawing blindly, based on the number of gems, I'll be able to select that many in this row. It's impossible to select the 6th row, but when we replace, everything shifts left. So of course, that's why this is like the best row, right? So you cannot get that one. Oh no, sorry, that's this one. That's this one, is to take from the table. This one here is, where's my thingy? Where's my thingy? Where's my player aid? This one is, if I take an A action, I take an X times the number of, and I'm gonna have to pull that up. I got the two backwards and now I'm confusing myself. So that one is one or more crystals, my intelligence. When I do an A or B, oh, I can move. Okay, so that's the move one. It's not a very good symbol for moving. It's got like 2 little wheels on it, I guess is what it's supposed to be. All right, so that's a move. So I can move as many cards around. So if you're wondering like, okay, well, you're just going to get a bunch of cards. There's no way you can get them in time. Well, if I get my 4, then I can move my 3 on top of my 4 and so forth to get that countdown, or vice versa. Say I get another 7, I can either put it on my 7 or put it on my 8, you know, move them around. So that's the second thing that the intelligence track does. And then the last one is our mind track. So our mind track is how we're going to get time. So we need time, these little time tokens to be able to complete our missions. For example, this needs 2, this needs 2. Or we can use it to get a new event card from the deck up here. I'm sorry, from here. We can draw a new event card. So it's a good way to get the cards we need so we can change these or get the bonuses and whatnot. There are some other things you can do. One is putting a card in the underneath. They call it diving, basically tucking the card underneath, which gets you points based on the card. So it's a way that you can stack more cards in there. So for example, if I put this one underneath and I got gems up here, then at the end of the game, I'd get that 1 point, or here I'd get the 2 points. So it's not just this top card that's going to score, it's every card that you can tuck underneath. Similarly, you can also do a deep dive, which means you can put it upside down, and then that's a guaranteed 2 points. So basically, if you have a card like this, it's only worth 2, or this one that's only worth 1, putting it as a deep dive, if you don't need the color, is a more valuable option, maybe. All right, that's the basic. I said I was going to give basic rundown. That was a 13-minute rundown of the basics of the game. With the Ultima Chaos here, so what Chaos is going to do is basically go through an order of operation. So the first thing is, if Chaos has 1 or fewer chain cards on its chain board, place its action marker on the intelligence field, which right now isn't the case, right? If Chaos has 4 or less time tokens on its supply, place its action marker in the memory field. Right now, she's got plenty of time tokens because she starts with them. And then the last one is, if Chaos has at least 1 chain card on its chain board, place its action marker on the perception field. So it would go to perception, right? But it can't do that. So the last one is, place Chaos's action marker on the focus field. The Chaos character card, which is here, which means then she will go ahead and get her first card out based on what she draws, right? And it says all of her actions are mandatory, meaning as she's going down, she's going to fulfill whatever actions are on the card or whatever actions are down on the bottom. The way she scores, these patterns don't matter. So they say just flip them over like that. The only thing that matters is the score that she would gain, because she's going to try to complete the ones that are worth the most, and the number of time tokens it takes to complete them. So what she does is she wants to get 3 of a kind, right? So she's going to want to go to a row where she can try to get 3 of a kind based on her priority. So in this case, she can do 3 of a kind here, 3 of a kind here, 3 of a kind here. We will reveal a card. It'll tell us which one of those rows she's going to go at. So you see there's 4 different colors. And then she goes to that row. Once she goes here, then we're going to see if we can replace a card to make it 3 in a row. If we can't make it 3 in a row, then she's going to play her wild token. She gains it. If she does make it 3 in a row, it blocks that row off. She can't use it again until it gets changed to not 3 in a row again. So yeah, that's basically that is how she's going to score that. Then she automatically completes her missions. Objectives, same thing. Anytime she can complete an objective, she will complete an objective. And then her DNA, unlike my DNA, wondering why they bother calling it X, Y, and AB. So the AB makes sense because every one of the dystopia, each one of the modules, right, has that AB action. So it makes sense that they use action A or action B. But yeah, when it's XY because of the chromosomes, it does seem kind of off. So what she's going to do when she needs to get her chromosomes though, is she will perform plan A or B action depending on the leftmost chromosome. If there is no matching chromosome card on the display, Chaos chooses the plan A action from the leftmost chromosome on the display, or B if it's red, and then she basically discards them if it's not what she wants. So for example, right now the leftmost is red, so she would be taking the B action, and she's looking for 1s and 8s. There's no 1s and 8s, so then what she's going to do is discard the yeah, so she's just basically going to discard the leftmost Y or 8 chromosome if she can do it, but if she can't, then she's just going to take the it doesn't say here. Somehow this is misworded. She basically discards. She discards the leftmost, and everything slides over and a new card comes in, which is easy way to remember it. She can discard the left, and then everything moves left. But that is it, pretty much. So at the start of our first turn, we can redraw and replace our event cards. I don't know enough about the game to know whether these are good or bad or not. Right hand is solo. Yeah, so this is the bot. This is the bot. I don't know enough to do that, so I'm not going to get rid of them. I watched Paul Grogan's video. He said don't discard if it's your first game. And then on my turn, I place my action marker in a different field. Oh, I gotta place my child. So this is how we know that it's round 1. I'm gonna place, unfortunately my child only blocks their child. Child's block child. Adult blocks an adult. I don't want to change this one. Kind of don't want to change this one. Let's do this one because then maybe I can change the purple. So I'm going to go there. And then I take my adult because they don't go anywhere yet. And then I get to choose my first action. So. All right. So. So do I have a green that I can place in there? So I do have a green. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do our move action. So we're going to do our move action to here. We're going to place this green. Don't know what that icon means. It's like three little people next to each other. Here we go. Other players gain the benefit indicator on the right of this icon. You gain the benefit on the left. Okay, so that's different. I've never seen that kind of icon before. All right, so I'm going to go there, and then for my play action, I'm going to play this. Because of that, I do get the left action, which gets me that, and then the player on the right gets that, so she's going to get an adrenaline. That's kind of neat. And then last thing is take a mission card and any adrenaline crystals on it from the mission display. So before I do that, oh no, complete mission cards, sorry. Complete mission cards. So we're going to complete our mission card. Which is this one, right? This is the one we completed. We're going to complete this one. We need to spend 2 time to do so. That is going to get us how many points? 4 points at the end of the game. And then we do get our first upgrade crystal. I don't know what I'm going to put in these spots, though. I feel like the movement is probably the best. So I'm going to put that in the movement spot. And then we look at the objectives. Can I complete any objectives? I can't, so that's all I'm going to do. All right. She's going to place her child. Where is she going to place her child? I think I got to draw a card. I feel like I got to draw a card. All right. Not study. We have to place her child first. Chaos turn to okay. Place chaos child figure in the middle space of the bottom row. So she is going there. That made sense. So again, we already kind of went through this, but we go down the list of things that she has. She has 1 or fewer cards. She doesn't even have one, so she skips that. She has 4 or less time tokens. She has way more than that. She has at least 1 chain card. She doesn't. So she's going to go to her focus, on her character board. And like I said, I think she just draws a card. Focus, take the top card from the event deck and place it face up on the field that it qualifies for. So this is her mind. She has upgraded her mind already. Her mind has been upgraded. All right. So I don't know why I used her. I don't know why I used her person. All right. So this one, 1, 2. So the only way I can get more missions in this one is I need to have 3 of a color, which would mean take an A/B action, and that's going to get me another mission. I can only have up to 3 missions and/or missions or quotes. We're trying to say the future from don't know. In this particular case, I'm guessing some kind of genetics went wrong. So this is 13 monkeys. There's a pandemic. There's a flood. There's this one, which is extinction, and then there's the what is the other dystopian? Anomy? Anomy? I've never heard of Anomy. A-N-O-M-I-E. David, if you want to look that up, I don't know what A-N-O-M-I-E is. Does it say? Enemy is a dystopic that is more strategic players. No, let's just talk about it. Be nice if there was flavor text to kind of tell you what that is. I don't know what an anomy is. All right, so if I go take an A/B action, then I'll at least get a card. I don't know if I want to do that before I start upgrading. But that'll give me another goal to go towards. So. I don't know. I mean, that's the problem at the beginning. Like, at the very beginning of the game, you don't know what to do. You don't have really a goal. I had a goal of a mission, and I completed the mission like the very first shot. All right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and take our AB action. Let's take the... Actually, I was stupid. If I would have thought this out, I should have put my crystal here. Because that allows me to take from the table instead, and I can use 7s, and there's a 7 in the first spot. This lets me take it from the first spot. So we're going to go ahead and take the B action. So the B action allows us to take this card here. We're going to put that right there. And we refill, and we slide everything to the left. And we refill with whatever we just took out. There we go. Because of that, that does mean I get to, now I have hit the threshold. So once you hit a threshold, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, then you gain a mission. I need to complete one of each. I already have an easy, so let's see how difficult a medium is. Oh, that's not fun. So we need a purple, which we have, blue, blue, green. And they're kind of chilling there. Now I can replace a card where they're standing. That's not that big of a deal. I'm not really worried about that. Movement. Let me double check. Movement is how many spaces I can move on a movement. Move. Oh, in any space. Okay, I can move wherever I want. I'm a time traveler. I do whatever I want to do. Enemy is a sociological concept defined as a breakdown of social norms, values, and moral guidance in society, which leads to the feeling of alienation, purposelessness, and anxiety in individuals. Okay, so today, no, I shouldn't say it. Modern society, as we know it. Do you mix modules or play them separately? You play them separately. And so we like, if you've seen some of the other games, Michael, we like games that like you can plug and play things because it gives you a lot of variety and replayability, right? Like Merchant's Cove, everybody's asymmetric and it's plug and play with the different characters. I've played, what's my Planet game from Orange Nebula? Unsettled, right? Same thing, it's modular. You just plug things in and out. Gives you a lot of variety. All right, so that's all I can do because I don't have any upgrades. Back to her. So, if Chaos has one or fewer chain cards in the chain board, place its action marker on the intelligence field. So, we're going to go there. She has one. Yeah. She's going to go there. She's going to take the A or B action. She's going to take the A action because that is what's to the farthest left. For the A action, she wants either a 4 or a 5. There are no 4 or 5s, so she gets, I'm gonna just double check. I think she just gets rid of the leftmost one. Because again, the player aid doesn't say that. And I know when I read that, that's what it said to do. Where is she at? Chaos. There you go. If there are no chromosomes to display that match, it's for preferences. Chaos chooses to perform plan A action, the leftmost chromosome card in the display. Yeah, so it's just the leftmost. That's what I thought. All right, and this basically just goes to the bottom. So it just cycles the deck, which is nice. It's good whenever you can have something cycle the deck. That's one of the biggest problems with anything that has a deck, is a lot of times it will get stale. This does not refill. This is a round trigger. Once we get down to 2, that triggers the end of the round. Yeah, today, yeah, so an extent in places, yeah. All right, so she went. Back to me. So, let's see if we can try to make this pattern. So we got the purple. I need a blue, blue, and a green. I've got 2 wormholes. So I can actually kind of do this on my own by only putting down 1 card. What card would I want to do? Either the blue, blue, or the green. Because I can go here. I can't go there, but I can go there. All right, so So blue, I don't have any green, so it's going to be a blue. All right. So this one here, I can spend one of those to get 2 timed now. This one, I can... spend an event card to get... Or I'm going to complete a mission action. Oh, I can place another event card. Spend the resources or discard the event card to the left of the arrow to gain the benefit of the right of the arrow. Okay, so this would allow me to do this. Or I could actually set this up too, and I could complete both. Ooh, that's better. Yeah. Let's do that. So, we're going to go here. We're going to move here. We're going to play this one, which then allows us to discard an event card. I don't think I'm going to use this one because I don't think I would do that. It just seems stupid to me. To then play a purple, which this one I can discard to get 2 adrenaline. All the rest of them are discard time. I don't want to discard time. So we're going to play this one here. And then that allows me to discard one. This has got a lot of points. Do not get rid of that one. This one's easy points. This one's harder points. We'll discard. Well, but I might need the yellow for a pattern later. Yeah, let's do that. It's also got a tucking action if I decide to do that instead. All right. So that was that. So I have completed this one. I need 3 time to complete this one. I have 3 time. So I get 1 crystal. Need this one, which needs 2. So let's go ahead and put that there. And then I can complete this one, which is 2 time. Oh, hang on. I forgot. I needed to change the color of... Whoops. I need to spin both of these. Sorry. I needed to change this color and this color to do that one, that previous one. And then I'm doing this for these 3. Spend 2 time, get 1 crystal as well. And let's start upgrading our move action, I think. Or move the card action, I should say. All right. That was my turn. So, her turn again. If Chaos has 1 or few cheering cards in its board, which it does, put on the intelligence. It can't because it's already there. If Chaos has 4 or less time tokens, it does not. If Chaos is at least 1 chain card, it does. Place its action marker on the perception field. All right. So, she is going to move to a row that has 2 of the same color, which would be this one here. So she's going to want to go there. And then this one I knew I was going to have to pull up the exact steps because this is a little complicated and it's not spelled out on the card. So first she's going to go there because she's going to pick that spot. Yeah. Yeah, she goes there, picks that card. Chaos completes mission card different, ignores pattern. Okay. There's more than 1 valid column now. Valid content completes a mission card, then place... No. She needs to place a card. I'm missing the step where she places a card. Oh, here we go. Upcoming event card of the required color. There is no event card of the required color. So instead, she's just going to take the topmost card. Okay, that was less complicated than I thought. So she still wasn't able to complete this one because it did make 3. But she does have her anomaly token. So that allows her to complete that one, making it 3 purples. So then she's going to just complete this for 4 points. Let's slide this over a little bit. So she got 4 points for completing that. She does need to spend 2 time tokens. All right. This row does not get blocked off because she had to use her vortex token to complete it. Now, if she didn't have a vortex token and couldn't complete it, then she automatically gets a vortex token and the left objective. We'll look that up too, but I think she gets the leftmost objective. I don't know why I have these extra objectives there. They don't get refilled. All right, back to me. So, I am low on mind because I have no thing. So I need to actually start getting some more missions. I have no missions. So, do I want to upgrade first? I want to get this on the board. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's focus. And then this will go to my, right there, to my university. That's pretty much your turn. When you do that, that's all you really get to do is just add a card to your board. All right, so she is coming in here. She has 1 or fewer, so she's going to go here again. She's going to take the A action. So for A, she wants a 4 or a 5. There is no 4 or 5. She's getting rid of that 7. There's an 8. She wants an 8 in red, not an 8 in black. So, all right, back to me. So, I get free time when I go here. That's my guy's ability. I need time, but I also need these. So let's go ahead and there is a 7. I can take that, which gives me another for my set here. It also would give me my 7 here to go down from this one. So kind of, I've got 2 ways out there. With the 5 and the 3, I need a 4 or a 2, and neither one of those are out there. So let's go ahead and do, so I don't get this bonus because I don't have a gem there yet. But I want to get another card. So I'd rather take a black. I'd rather get a black because then I get another mission card. With red, I don't get one until 5. Let's go ahead and go here. And we're going to go ahead and just draw. It is a 5, which actually works for me. That worked just fine. So, the maximum they can have is 6 total in a column. Now, I can, on a move action, I can move and make a new column. I just can't start a new column when I draw a card. It has to go on an existing column. All right, that's all I can do because I don't have any other ability. I could move cards. I don't have a purpose to move any. Yeah, I could take up to here, which I didn't want to do that either. So back to her. She can't do this. When did she use her mind ability? Oh, memory goes here. Oh, it says memory. Okay. So she goes here. When did she go there? When she has 4 or less time tokens. Okay, she has plenty of time tokens. Okay. She can't go here. She doesn't have 4 or less. So she's going to go back to perception again. So she's going to want to move to where there are 2 of a color. She's currently already there. She's going to try to do here. Again, none of those qualify. So she's going to take this one. Goes there. It doesn't do anything because she doesn't get the ability for playing it. She does not have another vortex, so she can't do that. So that means she is going to get a vortex. because she did not complete a mission, and she's going to get a challenge. And the challenge she gets is based on here. No, no, no. Yeah, cast spins valid token. Does not valid. It does not complete a mission. Instead, it gains a void token and completes an objective card as indicated on the chaos character card. See, chaos completes an objective. Oh, here we go. Oh, sweet. It's all in back here. No, but it doesn't say chaos completes an objective. I don't know where this card is it talks about. Oh, it must be a section. Here it is. Okay, it was talking about the section in the rulebook. Chaos complete an objective. Chaos cannot complete a mission. The objective card. Determine chaos active direction token and then take the objective card in the column closest to the active direction token. Oh, okay. That doesn't make sense. But okay. So basically what we have to do is discard a card to figure out her active direction. She's either going to take this one or this one, because she can't take that one, because I guess. So she's going to take yellow. So she's going to take this one, which was unfortunately the one that I was working on. Thanks. Thanks. Oh. But this does tie up one of her spots. Just like it would me, it ties up one of her spots, so she can now only have 2 mission cards. If she gets an additional mission card, then she will have to discard a card. Blue and green colors are close on those small gold cards. Oh, and these? Were they? These 2? I don't know. For me, they look okay. Or maybe you mean on the board. Not sure. The yellow meeple is a person. No, it's... I don't know what it is. It's a weird shape. It's huge. Alright, so back to me. So. Oh, I forgot to grab my mission, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Because when I got to 3, I should have grabbed another mission. I would have grabbed the 3. Because I didn't know she was going to get that. I would have grabbed the 3. So we will play that correctly. So I need to... Ooh, wow. I need green, purple, yellow, purple, blue. Holy cow. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. All right, well, that's fine. I need time anyway. So let's just do a time action and get us some event cards. So when I go here, I gain a time token automatically. That's my ability. I'm going to need 5 time. So let's do one of each. Let's do 1 time and then take 1 card. Trying to look at the abilities too. Or points, if I use it for points. I don't know if I really care for any of those. Besides the colors. What do I need? I need blue, purple, green. I need blue, purple, and green. There's a blue and a green. So let's take this one. Let's take that one. Hey, there's purple. I think the deck's upside down. I've noticed that. Like, I keep flipping the card and I keep having to flip it over. Yeah, those tiny card patterns can help with low light colorblind. Yeah, there are patterns too. So like this has a person, this has food, this has some kind of sciencey thing, and then the yellow has a clipboard. So it does have those icons. All right. Yeah, that's all I can do because I've not upgraded this spot yet. I think she's just going to keep bouncing back and forth, isn't she? When did she go to focus again? Trying to figure out when she's going to do this focus action again. She has one or fewer chain cards. I mean, she's always going to have a chain card now. Kind of confused about that. Like, when is she going to do focus again? Does she only ever play with one? That doesn't make sense. Alright, well, she doesn't have four. One or fewer time board. KS has one or fewer. She has one. Oh, sorry. That's why I messed up. I messed up earlier. When she has one or fewer, she has one or fewer. So she actually goes there again. She should have gone there on a previous turn. I didn't do that. That's my bad. So, that's the same exact one. So she basically just upgraded the exact same spot. That wasn't very helpful for her, but okay. All right, this mission's going to be hard. And then this allows me to tuck 2 cards. I don't even have 2 cards to tuck. So that's not going to be helpful for me right now. I guess we'll do the AB action again. So what do we have out here? We have the 7, which I need the 7. So let's go ahead and do that. Go there. Grab our 7. Put it there. Slide everything down. Get us a 1. She needs 1s. That wasn't good. Oh, and this red's on the end, so she actually will take that one now. So, now that I read that rule correctly, she can't go here again. 4 or less, she doesn't. So she's going to her perception field again. Basically, she just wants to keep going and trying to complete objectives. So she's here again. Same thing as last time, though. Does she have to move? I wonder if earlier when I didn't do that, if she had to move. Says she has to take every action. Not easy to see from video height. Yeah, and I even zoomed in. I zoomed in because, like, this takes up a lot of table space, especially if I use the board. It's crazy. No, where's her move actions? Where's her move actions? Move. Okay, so actually she would have moved. She has to move. So we're just going to reveal this card to see where she would have moved. She would have moved next to purple. On her previous turn. Now on this turn, now she can move back up here because that is her valid location because that will let her complete it again. So she will... So actually on that turn, she would have played that card down here. All right, so now she's going to play this card right here. Makes it blue. Does not help her, but she does have a void. And she'll spend her void to get that completed. She's going to spend 2 time. She has her second one. Oh, and I forgot to give her her things. So the way she upgrades is based on these icons. Since this is the only row that has a card, then it's getting everything right now. All right, back to me. So she did not help me at all with her movement. So. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do that again this turn. So I guess I need to start getting some of these colors out here. Or just go get some more cards. I feel like I need to get some cards because otherwise when I play these, I'm not going to get their advantage because they both are tucking cards. Let's go get 2 more cards. What do I need? I need another purple. Is this one? And I need a yellow. None of these are yellow. It's not a purple. All right. So back to her. So she only has one card. So again, this is where I messed up the first time. We go there. Hopefully this gives her a second card. Oh, it did. Thank you. Jeez. All right. We're going to come back here. We're going to do plan Q. I don't know. 8. I have 3 and 3. That's 1. Oh no, 3 is 1, 2. And I can get up to 2. That works for me. I prefer to have gotten the red though, because red would have... I could have drawn from the red. I probably should have. Oh well. Man, in the future, you can't even trust bots. They're 2-timers. Yeah. All right. So. Now, if Chaos has 1 or fewer cards, she does not anymore. Oh no, dang it, she wouldn't have done that turn. Jeez, Will. She would have gone from perception. No, from there she would have gone intelligence. Holy cow, this is I'm messing this up badly. It's this stupid wording. If 1 or fewer cards. It makes perfect sense. It's written in English. So when she was here, I would have done this. If she had 1 or fewer, she would have actually gone to perception first. She actually wouldn't start trying to complete things until she's got 2 of these cards out. So all these things I've had her complete, she wouldn't have completed. Because she would have just kept bouncing back and forth between these 2. So instead, I'm going to put that back. I'm going to put these 2 back. I'm going to give her void token back. And then I'm going to put this out so that stops happening. All right, so either way, for your turn, she should go to perception. On the previous turn, she should have gone to perception. I'm trying to correct that mistake before. So same thing. She would look for red 1. Be this one. Because that's the only way she's going to get more missions. And then she wants the most expensive mission. All right, but again, patterns for her don't matter. All right, now that I've completely screwed up this whole playthrough, which is not unusual for me. All right, so I do have an option for Deep Bury, which would get me 2 points versus a double bury. So I think I might do that Deep Bury. So we're going to go, what do we need? We need a purple here. Let's go, we're going to do our move action. We're going to go there. We're going to do the Deep Bury there. We're going to Deep Bury the... I need all 3 of these colors. I can get blue easy, but I can't get the other 2 colors easy. Let's just, we'll Deep Bury the purple. That goes here. That's a guaranteed 2 points, and it cost me 1 point, basically, with my adrenaline gem. All right, and then complete any missions. I can't complete missions. Can you grab the second one of those small gold cards? Be nice to have options. Oh, yeah. Oh, these are, you mean the challenges or those? Yeah, I need to get more. 1, 2, 3. I got 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. I need another red or a black, and I'll be able to get another one of these. Yeah. 5 or more fragment crystals in the same minefield track. I do not have that. You have buried or deep buried 1 or more event cards underneath each minefield. So all 3 of these need to have something underneath of them. Okay. So let's do this right. All right. If Chaos has 1 or fewer chain cards on its board, she doesn't. She's got 2 now. We're good. If Chaos has 4 or less time, she doesn't. If Chaos has at least 1 chain card on his board, place its action marker on the perception field. There. Now she's going to move to where she can make a row. I've unfortunately given her a row. That might not have been a smart play. She's going to go there. There's no purple. She's going to try to do this one. Makes it green. I needed you to put a yellow there, young lady. She is going to use her void token to complete, again, the highest one that she can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 5 time. So she's going to complete the new one that I gave her. Well, way to go, Will. Way to go. That does give her a crystal. Oh, I had that crystal earlier. Her priority is dive. Well, it doesn't matter. These are both the same, and this one's the lowest. Just gonna go there. All right. I can't complete this anyways. I don't have enough time, so I'm like David said. I think I'm gonna go here. I think I'm gonna go here. 3, 5. I do have. There's a 3, but I'm not high enough to get the. Oh, hang on. Am I missing a gem? No, it's down there. Dang it. Oh, but I can move 1, but I can't grab that one. Dang it. There's no 7s. All right, so we're gonna blind draw. Worst case, I'm gonna put it on here, but then I do get to move it. So we're gonna do a B action, which is a 2. Don't need a 2 for anything. Use my move action to move it here. Make a new column. No. Doesn't do me no good to make that a new column. It's a 2. Although that is a 2. Maybe. I don't know. We'll make it a new column. All right. That does allow us to grab. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the round. But it does allow us to grab another gold card. So that's the end of the round. So we get our workers back. These 2 cards get a gem. So I get an adrenaline. Oops, don't show the card, Will. Like that. Clear these. And do a new row. Somehow these cards got shuffled upside down and right side up. I believe that was everything for the refresh. Each player take your adult back. Each player gain a fragment crystal. So now this is the difficulty of how the first player of how the solo works, is the number of crystals you want them to get. Normal is 2, easy is 1. I'm gonna do 1. She's gonna do this before she does a nothing. And I'm gonna put mine, I think, here, because that'll allow me to go up to the 3rd spot. Each player move your child figure 1 space up. Boop. Boop. All right. On each mission card in the mission, place 1, 2, or 3 adrenalines based on, easy, medium, or hard. So easy, so 1. Refill the mission display. Yeah, which we did. Discard and refill the upcoming event cards, which we did. All right, good to go. On to the next round. So, I had just gone. I had triggered that, so she gets to go. So, 1 or fewer chain cards. She doesn't. She has 2 now, so that should never. I guess she's never going to go here again. No, she has to, because she has to do the AB. How is she going to end up going here again? Huh. I'm currently confused how she'll ever go back to her intelligence action. And this is the only way for her to get new mission cards. Huh. That seems broken. Oh, blue, blue, yellow is just 1 card off on the left. Ah, yeah, so I can move up there and put a blue. I do not have a blue in my hand, though. So I'll have to draw cards before I can do that. So let's see here. How... Okay, it says one or fewer mission... Oh, mission cards. Oh, they changed the verbiage. They changed the verbiage, and it looks like the player aid isn't updated. It's mission cards. They used to call them chain cards. So this whole time I've been looking at the chain cards on their board, and it's these. Oh, see that complete... It messes you up when it's a prototype. All right, so that's fine. So these they used to call chain cards. These are their mission cards. Okay, so if she has one or fewer, she does. She has one or fewer. So she wants to go here because she wants to go get the missions. Makes perfect sense. You point to the right, which works, but it's less good than left. Oh, I see what you mean. Either way. Oh, because of... You're right, because I need this to be blue. I need that to be green. So honestly, whether I change this one to blue or change... So if I change this to blue or change this to blue, it's the same difference here because it doesn't affect this pattern. For her, she doesn't care about patterns. She just finishes them. So, okay, so she's going to go there. She's going to go after red. She wants a red 1 or an 8. There is no red 1 or 8. There goes that 2 that I wanted. There's an 8 for her. So even when she goes here, right? She isn't necessarily even going to get a mission. Like she did that and she's not even going to get a mission. All right. So back to me. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we want to work on this, but I'll need a blue. So we have to go here. This one allows me to play another card. I like that. We'll gain that one. And we will draw for my second one, which gives me another yellow. And because I went here, I get a free time token. When I went there earlier, did I get my free time token? I don't remember. Probably not. I'll just forgo it. All right, so back to her. All right, so she can't do this because she's already there. Kios has 4 or less tokens, time tokens, and she's going to go here and get 2 time tokens. All right. All right, back to me. We want to move. Or do I want to upgrade? Hang on, do I have an upgrade for that first? Before I do that, do I have an upgrade? So I can upgrade this, which allows me to do 2 card actions. This would let me do my child action. This will allow me to move a second time. This just gets me... These are for these two. I'm trying to figure out the purpose of that. I mean, I guess you would just play 2 cards in the spot that you're in. Just so you can get the abilities, I guess. I don't feel like I don't find that as valuable as maybe being able to move twice. The only thing is if I move twice, I can't play two actions. So now I'm trying to figure out what is the benefit of moving twice. Huh. Oh, because I can move my child. Sorry. So right now I can either move myself or my child. With this, I'll be able to move my child, and then I have a child action way up here where I'd be able to actually have my child place a card. Oh, but I needed this blue. What am I thinking? I needed the blue. This one isn't bad. Yeah, let's do our upgrade first. Let me do that. Well, no, but I'm not even going to get the benefit of it. No, let's not. Let's not. Let's just go here. And then we're going to move. Left doesn't mess with the other goal. Well, technically, neither does right. Here's the problem with either one of these. That's going to let her complete it because it's giving her 2 out of the 3. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter which one, left or right. I'll go left. David wants me to go left. I'm going to go left. So, we're going to go there. And then we're going to play the blue card, which allows us to spend a gem to play another card. So we're going to... Question is, can I trigger that at any time? Like, can I complete my mission, then trigger that? No, I want to do it this other way, David. Because I have this other card in my hand now. I want to do it this other way. So I want to do this one instead. Because that'll let me complete my mission. And then I'm going to pay the gem to play another card here. Right? Because that's needed for this one. And then I'm going to spend a gem to tuck both of these cards underneath of perception. And it's not mined. If it was mine, that would have been great because I would have gotten me the objective in mind. There we go. So now I can complete this objective 2, which gets me another gem. Where do I want the gem? Where was the points on this? 2 up? All right, so let's go ahead and put it at the bottom. We got to get to the second one there for those points. Yeah. Don't always understand the game. Sometimes it helps and sometimes not. No, I understand. That's fully understand. All right, so that's that. Now it's this one's turn. All right. She has 1 or fewer. She does, so she's going to go back here again. She's going after red, 1 or 8s. There is an 8, so she's going to take that 8, which is pretty much easy because that's just going to refill right there. She's at 4. Once she gets to 5, then she'll draw another mission card. So she's going to keep doing that for a while. All right, I am down to 2 times, and no cards, so I can't really do anything. Yeah, I have no cards, so I can't even do this. I have no voids. So, but we do have purple. This is not blue. That is green. So we either need a void or I need a yellow and a blue, or I need her to put a yellow or a blue. Because she's gonna go wherever the card tells her to go. Because see, we have 2 of the same color here, 2 of the same color there, and 2 of the same color there. And unfortunately, this is probably where she'll end up. And that will turn that all green. Doesn't impact me. Yeah, it's fine. So do I go for more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I go for another mission? Do I go for cards? Or do I go for more cards? I need time though. So I go here, I get 1 time for free, which is fine. But I need cards. So I need a yellow and a blue. There's no yellow or blue, so we're going to blind draw both of them. Got our blue. Ooh, spend 4 adrenaline to get 1. I'm down to 3 adrenaline though. Ooh, spend 3 time to get 1. So blue is permanent, red is only good for the round. And then these allow us to take a B action and an A action. If we get that high, I'm not even near that high. All right. So again, she can't do intelligence. She's on intelligence. Has 4 or less time. She does. So she's going to go there and get 2 time. All right, back to me. I guess we're going to do... What do I need? I got my blue. All right, so we're going to do... But the problem is I've got that blue, but I can't take advantage of it. How do I get... I need more adrenaline. And I have nothing that gives me adrenaline. So let's go with these then, I guess. All right, so we're going to go here. And we are going to do 3. I can do the 3. So we're going to do the A action to get that one. Ooh, another 3, but I can't get that one yet. Yeah, I need to get this one upgraded. That's too weak for me right now. So I need to complete another quest. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get to get another mission. Well, there's the adrenaline token I wanted. So I can have the 4, so I can get a permanent upgrade. And that needs yellow, green, yellow. That is nowhere near anything I've got. Because I'm about to cover up that yellow. All right. Does she have two missions? No. Come back here. She's going after red, 1 or 8. There's no 1 or 8. There we go. All right. Back to me. So I want to place that blue, because then I get that extra token. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go... No. I'm going to go there. We're going to move here. We're going to put the blue that we need to have there. We're going to spend, unfortunately, 4 points to get 1 token. We're going to put that in the tucking action. But then I need to get one of these cards so I can tuck it, and then I'll be able to get this. Right? Right. That's how that works. The yellow, yeah, okay, yeah, yellow, green, yellow. Yeah, but I'll have to do it after I do this big one. Because that'll mess up this one for this one, which is what I've been working on. All right. Back to her. Again, she only has 1 mission, but she's already on there. She has 4, so she's not going to do that anymore. She does have at least one mission card on her mission board. Larry! She's going to go to Perception. So, with Perception, I don't think she gets the bonus action. I think she's just doing these for points. All right, so she's going to want to go to a row that has at least 2. It is a tie. Oh, no, hang on. This one she can already complete because I gave it to her. Dang it. She can complete this one because I gave it to her. So, where would she go? Huh. Guess the top row? I don't know where she would go. I think it says the top row. If she can't go anywhere else. Alright, so that's 3. She doesn't need to spend anything else, but she does. You guys can't see that. Dang it. So this row is locked out for her. She can't do that row. It is going to cost her 2 time to complete this mission. Then she's going to get a gem. And she's going to prioritize something over nothing. So she got 1. She's up to 1 point on that one. I say take whichever mission you can complete if you think you're 1 card off for both. Oh no, she has to play a card still. Yeah, I don't think she would go there. because she needs to go to one that's missing one. Like, she's still going to complete this, so we'll be done. But she wouldn't go here. She needs to go to one that's missing one. So we need to draw a card to see where she goes between this one and this one. No, I guess she would go here. She goes leftmost. She's going there. And then she's going to take the leftmost card, do there. And then we're in the same boat. Same difference. She just did it over here. Which then messes up, you know, what you're talking about, David, trying to get the blue yellow over there. All right. Yeah. Okay. For me. All right, so we were trying to do this. We got our blue. We got our red, purple. We have our green. We do not have this. So there's no yellows up there. So we're going to do this. We're going to go over here. We're going to forgo the action to get a void token. My ability is going to give me 1 time token. That's my turn. She has 0, so she's going to go here again. She is doing this action, which means she wants a 4 or a 5. There are no 4 or 5s. So she's taking 8. All right. All right, I'm at 4 time tokens. I need 5, so I still can't complete this, even with that void token, because I need 5, and I only have 4. So I have to go back and come back one more time. So, I guess let's go get us some more DNA. Yeah. Go get us some more DNA. Because I can also tuck a card. Although tucking this card probably won't do me any good. Because the only way to get points is way up here at the top. So I'm not going to take the tucking action. I can do A or B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't get that. 6 is too high for what I'm working on. 4 and 6 doesn't help me. So we are going to do... Let's do A. I said A. Do A action. 6. So now this broke my chain. But I took the A action so I can move a card. I'm just going to move it over there. Right? Let me double check the move rule. You need yellow in the middle. Yes. Well, or I can use the void token, but yes. Actually, I don't know if I can make more than one column. I might not have been able to do what I did earlier. Chromosome. Okay, yeah. So times 4. Okay, so I can only have 4 total columns. Okay, so earlier I should not. I shouldn't have moved that, and I shouldn't have moved that. So actually, because that'll screw me up here, I mean, I can't do anything with this one. This is a dead column now. I don't want to kill this column. I'm going to throw this in my freezer. I can have 1 in my freezer. So I have 1 card in my freezer for now. I probably should not take that action unless I can take a card from the row. Now that I think about it. All right. But that puts me at 6 black. And 6 black allows me to take another mission card. We'll take this one here. 3 is the most I can hold. That needs a purple, purple, blue. We have purple, nothing, purple. We have blue, nothing else. Not helpful. All right. She has 1 of Fury, but she's already there. 4 or less time. She does. She's going to go there and get some time. I'm going to... Here again. That gets me 1 time automatically. Question is, do I complete the quest just to complete the quest? Well, no, I have to go over here to complete the quest. I'm trying to figure out if I should draw a card and hope I get a yellow. I'm thinking yes. All right. So 1, 2, there we go. Got our yellow. Got our yellow. All right. And we still don't have this one to tuck. We have one here. I should not have drawn 2, but the yellow was the second card, so guess it was a good idea. Forgot I needed this as well. All right, so back to her. You're going to do that again. She's going to do A option. She needs 4s or 5s. There's no 4s or 5s. It's kind of boring when she can't do anything. Hey, there's her 5. But now she's going to be doing the B action next time. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move here. We're going to play this card. I can't do the action. There. We're going to turn in our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this one. That was the 3 of a kind, which unfortunately she already completed that one. Yeah, but at least it gives me 13 points at the end. I get another blue crystal. This will let me do an A and a B action. That sounds like a good idea. So at least I didn't have to use my token. All right. So she has less than 1. She's already there. She has 4. So at least 1 chain card. She doesn't have any. Again, mission card. So she's going to go here and upgrade her last thing. Oh, nope, that upgrades this one again. Which gives her 2 move. I don't know what she would do with 2 move. All right. So I have 2 missions. I am nowhere near completing either one of them. Well, no, I have a blue. I have a blue. I actually have a blue. I could come down here and do the blue, but I need more time. So let's come over here. I'm just going to grab some time. 3 times. 3 times. I need to put a card in there. I don't have one. It's up there. Should I get 3 time or 2 time? I only need 2 to complete. I'm going to do 2. And I'm going to get this brain card because I've been saying I need a brain card to tuck. As an upgrade, I'd be able to get another card. Actually, I don't think I want to tuck this. I think I want to play that next card. I think over there and play that. All right, so she's going to go here again. She wants 1s or 8s. No 1s or 8s. No 1s or 8s. There we go. All right, I'm going to go there. I'm going to do that there. So now, when I go to this wonderful spot, I get an extra card. So now I'm going to be able to get 3 cards or something. Nothing had ever gone wrong with mixing DNA and time travel. You are correct. All right, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then 7 was my card. Okay. I was trying to make sure I had the right number of the blue crystals. All right. She has fearless. She can't be there. She has the time. She doesn't have a mission. So she's going to go here again. Hey, there we go. Now she has something in every spot. All right. Now what do I want to do? I want to do this memory reshaping. Yeah. We'll go here. We will move here. We will do memory reshaping. Which allows me to do nothing. It gives me a move, but I don't need to move. And then we're going to use my void token to change this to purple. We're going to spend those two to complete this one. Gives me another blue. So I can either get a point or I can get an extra time token. However, this one here actually will give me, I've already got that point. This is 2 points. Come on. There's a little thing in here to slide the cards into in the board. It's kind of neat. Get in there. Guess we'll just go here to get the point because I need to get all the way up here to get the double points anyway. So I think that's what we'll aim for. All right. She's gonna go here again. She's going after red. She wants 8 or 1. No 8s or 1s. Slide these down so I don't get confused by that. So I need to grab 2 missions, or she needs to grab 2 missions. Somebody needs to grab 2 missions here. All right, I have 1. All right, so I need yellow, green, yellow, which is the opposite of this. I don't have any vortexes, and I only have a green card to use. So I do have this to tuck, which will allow me to tuck this. Dang it, I need a brain card. That is not a brain card. This will give me 3 cards, and it get me my. I think I'll work on this first. Let's go here. I can get 1 card. I want a brain card. That is still not a brain card. I get 1 time for my ability. Oh, let's just keep drawing cards. Let's do 1 of each. We'll do 1 more time and 1 more card. It's still not a brain card. Holy cow. Ooh, but that's good. That allows me to play 2 cards on a turn. Because I can play 1 where my younger self is, and then 1 where I am. Unfortunately, my younger self is there. And I'd have to use my move action to move it. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. Alright. She has 4. She has no mission. She's going to go here again. There's my yellow. Thanks. Go on there. Thanks. All right. Yellow, green, yellow. That yellow, green, yellow, I don't see getting quickly. So let's go here. And I can take the A and B action in any order that I want. So for A, I need 3s and 5s. There's a 3 here. I'm going to go ahead and do my A action first to get this. Which puts me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means it lets me draw a mission card. Do I go for the more difficult one? I go for the 3. Let's go for the 2. Let's go for the 2. All right. And then I can tuck a card, which means I'll get the points based on these. I think I've already got that, right? Let me see here. Almost. I'm going to get that. Oh, no, hang on. This goes in here. Nope. Nowhere near on that one. That's 2. I don't need green here. I don't need green. Let's tuck this one. It just means I need to get this one all the way to the top. All right. And then I can take another A or B action. I think this is supposed to refill immediately. All right. So this doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. This does 5, and I can take up to 3 away. So we are going to take an A action again. Go there. That puts us at 7. We draw another one at 8. Purple, purple, yellow. Blue is only 2 perp cards off. Purple, purple. Oh, these two are switched, huh? Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only thing. Unlike most polyominoals where you can be like, okay, is it this way, this way? No, it's got to be the exact pattern, they said. I do need 3 time for that, so I'll have to come back here first anyways. All right. She's going to try to get some DNA. What are we missing? Black. All right, so she's going to go after red. She needs 1 or 8. There are no 1 or 8s. She can't get a mission to save her life. Like, I'm taking all the missions. Yeah, that's just not working out well for her. Like, I almost feel like I could lock her down if I were to go after the same numbers, right? Because then I would get them before her. All right. We'll go here. We get our 1 for that. We get 1 for that. We get to take a card. We need another purple. I have a purple. I don't really need a purple. I have a purple. This one I can spend a time to play a second card, which is actually how I could complete this one a lot easier. I need a yellow. So we're going to draw, for this, we're going to draw a card. That is not yellow. So for here, we're going to draw a card. That is not yellow. So we're going to draw another card. We need a yellow. There's a yellow. All right, so we have our purple and yellow. And this one allows me to play another card. So I can do the purple and the yellow in the same turn. Or actually, I can do these two. Would be better, because that one I'll spend time and I need 3 time to complete that. So I got these 2. I'm set up for that one. I'm good to go. All right. Back to her. She's not going to do that because she doesn't have a mission. She's not going to do that because she already has 4 time. So she's going to go there. Oh no, I keep having her go here if she has 4 or less time. Dang it. Doesn't matter. She would have done that anyways. I'm 1 turn off. She would have done that instead of one of these 2 cards at once upon a time. So either way, works out the same. All right, so now I have what I need. So I'm going to do the move. I'm going to move here. I'm going to play the purple. That is a big stack. And play the purple. I'm going to spend the gem to play the yellow. I can spend 3 time to get a permanent. Oh. No. We're going to do that because we're going to be able to get this as well. I'm not... I could get a gem either way. I feel like having to go here, waste a turn to come back here to complete that, and then... But I mean, well, I got 2 turns, right? Because she's still got to get a mission before she ever goes here and messes up that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend all 3. Because I'm going to get 3 when I go there next time. I'm going to spend all 3 to get a permanent. And get the permanent, put it there. That then gives me 5 or more crystals. So I now have that one. All right. Back to her. She's doing this because she needs to get another card. All right. So she's doing black. She needs 5 or 4. There's a 4. There we go, chica. There you go. All right, so she's going to take the most expensive mission. All right. So back to me. Ooh, I may have messed myself up. She's going to go here or here now. She's going to go there because she can complete that one. Okay, that doesn't mess me up. All right, so I'm going to go here. And I'm going to get my 3 times. 1 for my ability, 2 for the space. I do get to draw a card. So I could stop her from doing it by taking that purple. I don't need it, but I can take it. I think I'm going to do that. Take that from her. She can't take that. She can't have it. Swipe her, no, swipe it. Complete the mission. You can only complete it when you're on this, on the movement spot. I'm not on the movement spot. I have to wait till next turn. All right, now she has 1 of fear, but she's already here. She has 4 less time. No, so she's not going there. She has at least 1 mission she does. She's going to go there. So she's going to choose where to go in a tie. I think she goes left most. Okay, if there's more than 1 valid column to permanent active direction token, choose a column that is closer to the active direction token. But the middle's in the middle. Does she never go to the middle? I guess she wouldn't. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. She would, if one of these is blocked, then she would go to the middle. Okay, so I need to draw a card to figure out where she's going. She's going to go to blue, which is here. So she is unfortunately going where I didn't want her to go. This may screw me up. She wants to place a blue. There's no blue out there. And draw a card. Ooh, it stayed yellow. Oh, jeez. All right, now, unfortunately, she can't complete it because she doesn't have a void. So she gets a void, and she's taking this other objective. And I was so close to getting that one because I wanted to do this. Oh, I wanted to do that, but I ended up using that card, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, all right, so she can actually only ever have 1 objective card at a time now because she's got 2. Whoops. So these objectives count. Oops, I forgot. Objectives count as 1 card on your board. I don't think I've ever had 3 since I've had that because I just got this, but I forgot about that. Normally, the way they sit on your board, this board actually holds the cards. But for streaming, I don't think you guys could see. Well, maybe you could if I had them like that. Not as easily, though. So that's how that works. All right, back to me. Yay. All right. I can move and play a card. So is there any way I can do that one now? Is there any card I want to play? Ooh, I get to deep tuck 2 cards and she deep tucks 1. I'm good with that. All right, so we're gonna move. I don't need to make anything blue. So it really doesn't matter as long as I don't mess up this. So we'll just come down here. I don't want her to have 3 in a row. So, and I want to open, if I open that up, then she can go there. Like, I don't know how she's supposed to handle that. Because she technically can't go there because there's 3 of a kind. So yeah, this is blocked because there's 3 of a kind. But yeah, okay, so not fine. I'll go here. I don't want to open that one. I'm going to place that one there. I get to deep tuck 2 cards. So these are perception. So with perception, I'm never going to get to this top because I'm not going to get enough gems. So my best bet is to actually tuck both these cards for 2 points. All right. And then she gets to deep tuck 1 card under her perception. So I basically gave her 2 points to give me 4 points. And then we're going to now complete our quest. This one here. our mission. That costs us 3 time. We get 1 more gem. We're going to put that there. So now we're maxed out. We get the full points on that one. Now we can start working on this one. And I don't know where I need to be on that one. I only need 2, 4 at most on this one. Oh, when did we grab that card? When did I grab that card? I grabbed that card, didn't I? Dang it, there should have been a reset here. I don't think it impacts anything. Or no, she did it when she grabbed this card, didn't she? I don't think it impacts anything. Because we would have just refilled this. And this would have gone away. And this would have came out. So I'm basically 1 round off. And then these would have been here and here. She would have hers. No, she got that, and then she would have gone out here. And then I would have been back here, and then I would have gone out here. So again, we're everything's still pretty much the same. Nothing else would have really been impacted by not doing that when I should have. Yeah, the bot grabbed it. Yeah. So when she did that, I should have done that. Again, only thing that happened was I went and she went, and that would have all been refreshed. But again, the only, I guess, thing that it does impact is what random cards would have been randomly drawn from a random deck to get random amount of points. Randomness. I just added my own extra amount of randomness. We'll just call it that. Say I added extra randomness. So now the benefit here, unfortunately, I think this is in the chain. I can't put it in back in the freezer. I think once it's out, it can't go back into the freezer. All right, so she has... Oh, no, she can't. She will still keep going here. It just means she'll be discarding her... Oh, she'll be discarding her missions. She has 1 or fewer. She has 1, so she's actually is going to come here. She can do black. She needs 5 or 4. There is no 5 or 4. And for me... Oh, and we both would have gotten a gem too. Holy cow. Yeah, we both would have gotten a gem. So, points are the last thing she wants. She wants time, so she would have done that. And I would have put mine there as well. All right. So, I need... All right, is there any DNA that I can use? I need 5? No. 3? No. 7? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo, come back here. Because I just got that from the end of the round that I messed up. So we're going to go there. And we're going to grab this one. And then, oh, we also get to do all the extra stuff. We can take the A action or B action. We went ahead and took the B action down here. We can do it in any order. So now I get to take an A action. Oops, wrong card. So I can take any action. I'm not going to, because I don't want to draw a card blind, because it'll mess up my 2 rows. And I don't have extra freezer space right now. So we are not doing this A action. I do have the ability to tuck a card. I don't need a blue. Yeah, I'm fine with that, because that'll get me 1 point, because this is at 1. Good to go. And then, yeah, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. So back to her. So she's going to try to complete her mission again. She is going to go to a spot. She can't go here because she's already there. She has to move. So she's going to go here. There is a purple. Oh, no, she can't go there. I'm there. Never mind. She can't go there. I'm there. So where's she going to go? All right. I guess she can't go there. She can't. I guess we're going to go... Yeah, because she can't complete a mission. Now she's going to go to the yellow, which actually works out for her. And then she's going to... She doesn't get to complete anything there, but then she gets to play a card there. Now she gets to try to complete the mission because it changed the color. So, she's going to use the token and spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this. And she gets this, and she's going to put it, I guess, there. Yeah. All right. So, yellow, green, yellow. That is nowhere on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 8, right? Need 8. I have no cards, no nothing else, so let's go ahead and go here. We get 1 time for that. 1 time for my ability. We can get 2 cards. We need yellows and greens. Yellows and greens. All right, so we will take this yellow. Actually, I need 2 yellows. We will draw. That was this one. We're drawing this one, and then we'll draw again. Too much blue, man. Way too much blue. Way too much blue. New mission. No, new mission. I got to get to 8. So I need 1 more black. Oh, hang on. I forgot this one over here in my freezer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I should have drawn. I should have taken a mission on that last one. You're right. That was 8. And it would have given me a gem. So this I need green, yellow, purple, yellow. Man, I need a lot of yellow. Everything I need needs yellow. And the problem here is these are off. Like if this was purple and that was purple, that would be perfect. But they're not. But they are not. All right. She, on the other hand, is going to go get some time now. 2 time. I don't think she activates. Oh, she does do top to bottom. So she gets a time, and then she gets to draw a card. But what? She doesn't have a hand, so I guess she doesn't draw a card. Yeah, like I want to know what she would do with a second move either. All right, here we go. Chaos. Gain event action. Determine Chaos's active direction. Then, the active direction token is in the left space of the time grid. Discard the leftmost upcoming event card. The right, discard the right. Okay, so she's discarding a left or right. So she's discarding. She basically discards the right card. Not, I guess, just it's a refresh of the market. Okay. So what does she do with the extra move then? The extra move seems kind of useless for her. Yeah, I guess it's useless because it doesn't mention anything about that. Same as the playing her child card. Nothing on there talks about playing the child card. Okay. All right, so finally got the tuck for this one. I don't have a void either. So I really need to get another yellow card. I can't get another mission because I've got 2 missions. All right, so what do I do? I don't want to do. Oh, Bella's barking. I guess. Let me let her out. I guess Audrey's busy. All right. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, right? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. What I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could get another. I could get another red. But there's no 7s. So it'd be blind luck if I go do that. But it would let me tuck another card too. Yeah, let's go do that. So we're going to go here. We're not going to take the A action. We're going to tuck the card. This one. So that will give us 2 points. And then we're going to take the B action. We're just going to draw. We can't do anything with those. So 1. Throw you over here on this pile because can't do anything else with you. All right. So she's going to go here. She's doing red. She wants 1 or 8. There are no 1 or 8s. Yeah, this one makes these go very slow. Like this one's very slow at getting the missions out because she can't get them half the time. Like she's just having horrible luck at getting the right numbers out there. I think that's what's making this one run longer. All right. What I need? I need another yellow, right? So I could move and place one of my yellows. That allows me to tuck the Internet of Things, which unfortunately is going to net me nothing because I'm not that high. So let's go here. We get 2 time because of my ability. We get 1 card here. So let's see if we get a yellow. That is a green. See if we can get, that was this one. So I get 2 more or a void. I think I'm going to take the void. I don't think I can keep drawing like that. This one, actually, I'll get some points, though. Okay. All right. So now I lost chat there for a second. All right. She doesn't have missions. She's not going to go there. She has 1 or fewer. She can't go there. She has 4 or less. She doesn't. Oh, she has 4 or less. She has 4. That 4 or less thing is what's... I get that verbiage, but it keeps confusing me because I keep seeing the word 4. It should be less than 5. That's the verbiage I would use if she has less than 5, because then I wouldn't think 4 she has, so I'm going to ignore that text. I think that's what's been messing me up on both of those, because it's a number or fewer instead of less than that number, which is the way I would think of it. Maybe that's just me. All right. So I'm going to tuck that card, so I'm good with that. All right, so we're going to go here. And we're going to use a void. Question is, where do I want to void? We want to complete the more points, right? We want to complete this one. We kind of have that. So we want to go here. I can go where her younger self is. I cannot go where my younger self is. And we're going to play the yellow. There. That's going to let me tuck the edible trees. Because who doesn't want to eat edible trees? And then I'm going to use my void token there. Spend my 3. And then that lets me complete this one. Then I get a gem for that. And we're going to put that right about there. So this lets me go all the way up to 5 now. I can pretty much go here to grab those. Right. Back to her. She's still trying to get some DNA. Red, 1 or 8. There are no 1s or 8s. All right. Hey, she finally has an 8, and that's a 5. She'll be able to do that in 2 turns if I don't take it. All right. I have room for another quest. This is going to be just as hard as previously, I think. So, if I take another quest, at least I get this, which gets me a point no matter what. So, I need 7s, no 7s, 5s and 3s, no 5s and 3s. So I'd be blind drawing again, pretty much. But I have a tuck, and I don't want to... There's no point in me tucking this card. Should I go draw some cards first? Let's see, do I want any of these? This one I'll get if I complete... I think we still get 1... No, I don't think we get 1 more. So I would have to complete 1 more quest for this one. This gets me nothing by tucking it. I'd get this 1 point, though, in the prisons. By tucking that one. Yeah, let's do that instead. Let's come over here. We're going to get 2 time. 1 for my ability, 1 for here. I'm going to take a card. I'm going to take prisons. And we're going to get a void token, because make it easier on ourselves when we need to complete said quest. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So she doesn't have a quest. She can't do that. She has more than 4. So she's going to go here and get another card. And it's going to go right there. Right. Now I'm going to go here. I get to perform, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will give me another quest if I do a B action. If I do an A action, it won't give me another quest, but I don't have the numbers I need out there. And I don't have another slot here. So let's do our tuck, because we knew we were going to tuck this card. Then we will go ahead and blind draw. It is a 2. Do not need a 2, even though that's a wonderful 2 right there. This row is dead. This is basically my dead row. That's everything. She's going to go and try to get a quest again. So she is going to get a quest this time. That puts her at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which, yeah, gets her a quest. She's going to take this one because it has the extra point on it. She took what I wanted. My random chance draw did not help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My next draw is at 10. All right, let's see if we can complete this. There is a yellow out there. I need a green in. I could do it. It would just take me 2 turns. So let's go here. Get that. Oops. I was gonna steal a gem. Get that. Draw a card. We're gonna take the yellow one. We could take 2 more cards. 2 more cards or another void. Or 2 more time. I think I'm gonna do 2 more time. Well, honestly, I was gonna do 2 more time to get a void, but I mean that's the same as not taking the action on the board. Because a void's gonna let me complete this objective. Are there any cards I could tuck? Get points. This is the gear. Yeah, I can get 2 points here. Yeah, let's take that. And sure, let's take that because that makes me we don't have to use our void token. All right. Less than 5 is better wording. Yeah, that's what I think. And again, this is the old player's aid for this. Because like I said, it's still using the word chain instead of mission, and that's what's thrown me off too. So like the 2 big rules mistakes I made, one is that verbiage, and then the other is the chain versus mission. I was thinking for whatever reason these were chain, because I didn't recognize that term, and it said on your board. And I'm like, well, this is my board versus that thing over there. All right, back to her. She's already there. She can't do this, but she can do that because she now has a mission card. So she wants to go where there are 2 of a color, which is only this one row. She's going to go there. There's no blue. So she's going to place that. She did not complete, so she does get a void. There are no more objectives for her to take. So that is it. All right. So it's going to take me 2 turns, though. Oh. If I don't use my void, it's going to take me 2 turns to complete this mission. I think I'm going to do this, though. Yeah. So I think we're going to use the void. So we're going to move. We need yellow, yellow, green. Unfortunately, I don't know what else we might be doing. So I don't really know where to put this. So we're going to do that. We're going to put this here. We're going to spin the 1 gem. Because this is basically converting 1 point into 2 points. Which is this one, because I'm not going to be able to get that high. So that gets 2 points. Good enough. And count my pins again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10 for the 2 rounds. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Should be at 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I have an extra? Where did I get the extra from? Did I grab a blue thing and I wasn't supposed to once? Maybe I was supposed to grab a red. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll turn this in. I just won't grab one. I know I did one turn in before to get one, which is why I should be at one more than the round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 rounds, 9, 10. Then this makes 11, and I currently have 11 out there. And then the one bonus that I got, so 12. Yeah, I don't know when I grabbed that extra blue token. Maybe it was her token? She should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she has 6. I don't know what I did. Oh, I did the conversion, didn't I? Yeah, that's right. I did the conversion of the 3 time into 1. Did the conversion of 3 time into 1. I'm putting that there because I know that down here, I needed at least 2. I don't think I'm going to get to 4. That's a lot of missions to pick up. And complete. Alright, so she, well, is going to do exactly that. She's going to go try to get some missions. She's going after red. She wants 1 or 8. There is no 1 or 8s. That's 5. I don't need a 5 either. All right. Well, I was going to do the tuck action anyways, I think. Yeah. I don't want any of these either. The problem is, oh, but I can put another in my freezer, which then it lets me refresh that. Although she's going to refresh that for me too. But it allows me to tuck. That's fine. We'll go here. We will go ahead and take the A action. Doesn't matter which card. She wants the 4s and 5s. There are no 4s and 5s. I'm going to throw it into my freezer. So let's just go ahead and throw the 6 into the freezer. And then I can take an A or B action. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 1 more to draw a card to get a mission. Yeah, so I actually need another... I don't want to mess these up. I really don't. I really don't. All right, let's do my tuck first. We're going to tuck this one here. Really don't. So I think we're going to take the B action. 7. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually get 1 more in there for maximum points on that one. That was a good draw. It's lucky 7s, right? Lucky 7s. All right, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need 1 more red. But luckily red, I've got that junk pile. Oh, I forgot. I know I could put blacks on there too. What was I thinking? I can actually put blacks on there too. Your junk pile can have either one. What is in-game condition when we get down to 2 mission cards left? So basically you play 3 rounds. Each round is once you get down to 2 mission cards, that ends the round. Problem is she's not drawing mission cards quick enough to really do anything. All right. So she does have a mission card, so she's going to go here. But she does have the time. She's going to go where there are 2. There are no viable spots for her to go to. Except for the one she's currently standing in. And she has to move. I don't know if this means she gets to move twice. I really don't. Because that's the case, I would move her and then move her back to that spot, which I guess is a valid. I mean, if she was a human player, she would do that. So let's go ahead and move her first. So she's going to move towards green. And where, at least where she can, right? She can't go there and she can't go there. So she goes there. And then she's going to use her second move, which is her normal move action, to go here. Then she wants to put a blue there. There's no blue. So she's putting a purple there. She can't complete that way, but she can complete it that way. And she's going to spend 2 time. Completes that. She gets a gem. She's going to put it there. Sure. All right. I need more DNA. I can't get more DNA right now. She is going to get more DNA next shot, right? What did I say was out here that she needed? 2, 2, 8, 2, 6, 5. Huh. What was the DNA she needed? Guess not. All right. Oh, hang on. We can go here. And we can do that. It gets us a point. It's better than nothing. And then she's going to go here because she needs a quest. So, she's going to do A. There is no A she can do because that's not a number she needs. There's no 4s or 5s. Hey, there's a 4. I don't need 4, so she's going to get that one. All right. So I have no cards to tuck. Any cards out there? Brain. I need 1 more for brain. Let's go and do this. So go there. Get 2 because of my ability and that. Go ahead and take the brain. See, I don't know what I need, right, to complete the quest. You do this, which you like, well, but again, this is almost the same thing as just not doing anything. Let's not do anything. Let's get us a void token. That's better than drawing a random card. All right, she is going to... She has exactly 4, not 4 or less. Or she has 4 or less because she has 4. She gets 2 plus 1, 3 plus... She's going to get rid of the purples on the right side. She's going to get rid of botany. I'm almost feeling like I'm supposed to refill that at the end of the term. I feel like that makes more sense. All right. We go DNA splicing again. So, 2, 6, 5. None of those help me. So I can do an A. So we're going to blind draw off of A. It's an 8. I'm going to put you on this junk pile. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have up to 6, meaning I can only do that 1 more time. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have my 10. I don't want to go for gusto. I really don't. Go for a level 2. Purple, blue, green. Don't have that anywhere. God, I love it. What am I here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think same thing. I'm going to just take the B action so I can take a random card. Doesn't matter what it is, really. Hope for a 7. That is not a 7. So this is now full. I can't do anything with this junk row anymore. The only thing I could do is get this so I could add something else to the freezer. All right, so junk row is done. But that does let me draw another card. So I'm going to do this one. Which could give me more room for my freezer. So she needs a quest. She needs a quest. All right, so she's going to grab the 4. We know that. And that gives her 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. She still doesn't get a quest. She needs 5. Well, that was very anticlimactic. All right, what am I going to do? Oh, I forgot to tuck my card. Sorry, I didn't do my tuck action. That's why I picked this up, was to tuck it. Ooh, that gives me gems, though, every time I take this action. Would I rather have gems or more cards now that we're getting towards the end of the game? Thinking gems, because gems are guaranteed points. So actually, I don't know if I want to tuck this anymore. Or do I want to go over there and place it? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to tuck that like I was going to. I'm going to actually place it there. You still get the points. You still get the points of the cards that are underneath. So yeah, we're going to play that there instead. All right, and then she doesn't have a quest. She has enough tokens. She's going there. And that goes there. All right. All right. Oh, dang it, I triggered in-game. What was I thinking? Dang it. I triggered in-game. So that card doesn't count. That card doesn't count. Oops. Yeah, I don't even get to complete those 2 quests. Because I triggered in-game when I grabbed those last 2. Alright, so we got to figure out points. And there was no scoring thing in it. And I don't have a notepad with me. So, all right, so scoring. And she barked again. There's scoring. There you go, final scoring. All right. Final scoring. Blank book. All right, so we need our mission cards. We need our objective cards. We need our event cards. We need our adrenaline. And then I don't think this mode has any extra scoring. Let me see. Pandemic actually has an additional scoring. There's a board, right? So it's tracks. So again, Euro, you get tracks. So the track score as well. I don't remember any extra scoring for this. Oh, yeah. Scoring is the extinction cards. Yeah. So then we have our extinction cards. So extinction cards. All right. So for missions, I have a lot. 4, 7, 7, 14, 18, 22, 26, 33, 37, 41, 54. That's 54. She has 17, 21, 34, 38. All right. Objectives, I only got 1 for 4. She got 2 for 8. Event cards. So, all right. These count as 2. So I missed out on getting the top on that one. It's another 2. All right, so I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, missed out on my tree, 22, 23, 24, 24. And then she, that's 2. Nothing on either of those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She got 8. All right. Adrenaline. She had a lot of adrenaline left because she doesn't spend it. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have 0. And then now the expansion. So for this one, it is based on your sets. So that's dead. This is dead. A set of 3 gets 7. Set of 4 gets 11. So that's 18. Set of 5 gets 13. So that's 18. That's 31. And then for her, she has a 3. So 7, 7, 14, 2 is 3, so 17. Yeah, I'm gonna add all this up, but don't think it's needed. Wait, so I remember how to do this. Equals sum. A. Disease and a B. Aha! I did it this time. Now, I forget how to auto-populate the cell next to it without having to type that again. Fine, we'll type it again. So, anybody want to learn how to do Excel? Here you go. There you go. So 121 to 71. I think I played this one right. Because she only gets the chromosomes in certain situations. So we will go ahead and flip over for first impressions, because, you know, that's what we do. If I can find the stupid screen. Where are we at? Come on, Will. No, no. There we go. I need to rename this. I keep saying that. It says Final Thoughts, and I just blow past it. All right, guys, here we go. Of course, this is a prototype, so lots of things are subject to change, including the issues that I've had. But if we're going to go over the components, we'll go over the components. First thing is the cards and the graphics and the iconography. All that's great. I love, like, the art and the graphics on this are really good. The colors are clear. You know which each card is. This is a blue card. This is a yellow card. This is a green card. Holy cow. It's getting late. It ran long. That's easy to do. All the icons, once you understand them, are clear, but luckily they do have icon player aids here. So you can look at your icons, which I referenced. Of course, you guys saw that. And there is another one on the back of the book as well, which is always nice. It's a little bit different, a little bit more robust. So those are good things in terms of components. The board I mentioned at the very beginning, I still feel like this is too big. I know it needs to handle a 4-player game, but I feel like even on the 4-player game, it's a little bit too big. It takes up quite a bit of table space. So I would like to see this shrink, but I highly doubt it would be. Just something for you to be cognizant of. Then again, you can do exactly what I did. I just basically got rid of the board and just stuck the minis on top of the cards. Playing a 4-player game, I guess that could get a little bit... Well, I guess you really couldn't have more than one mini on a card at a time. So, well, more than two. So I don't know if that would be as big of an issue as I was thinking it was going to be. The minis are nice. They look like they got pretty good detail for a, you know, standard tabletop game, not a, you know, something that's meant to be a miniature game. But it looks like they have pretty good detail. These are resin versions of the minis. Again, I mentioned the unfortunateness of the player aid for the bot. Hopefully they fix chaos and fix that wording, because again, saying the chain board when everywhere else is calling it a mission kind of just completely threw me off. So hopefully that's switched to mission. I would imagine it is. When I went to the Dropbox to print out the rules and stuff, there wasn't like an additional like errata section to print out new cards for like player aids. What else? There's I'm on components. I'm trying to think about like the variability and all that stuff. But no, I think everything component wise otherwise is great. The little player board is interesting because it does have that little slit, so you can go ahead and stick cards in there. And then they've got these little risers, because I think for the deep ones, you're supposed to put the deep ones under the board and then the other ones like in the slot. It's either here nor there, however you want to do it. They say if you get too high, then just like take them off to the side of the board and stack them. But remember which ones are the ones that were on top of the boards and which ones were the ones that were inside the board. Not sure why, because you count them all up for points anyways. So that kind of doesn't make sense. I could see that being the only downfall is the more boards you put together, the more chance you have for warping in between each of the individual boards. Because this is it's not a double layer board. It's a 1, 2, 3, a triple layer board, quadruple layer. I think it's a quadruple layer board. The bot's cards are going flying over the place. The little crystals, little gems, these are those generic ones you get off of Amazon. I don't know what the Kickstarter version will have. This thing I felt, again, I don't know if there's a stretch goal that fixes this. I don't know what this is. It doesn't look like a time machine. It doesn't look like the character. Like there's no, I don't know what this is. So again, maybe they changed it to something else as a stretch goal, hopefully, because I don't know what that is and it doesn't make sense for the game. The mechanics. So the mechanics, again, this is, I guess, where I was talking about the variability in the modules. I was trying to figure that out. The game's mechanics change for, I'd say, a third of what the game is. And it's how do you get your missions? And how does that get you more points, right? So the core of the game is action selection, right? You're moving your worker, to figure out what action you want to do, so you can select that action, do the thing, get your resources to then send your other worker out to do things. There's the neat mechanics or mechanism, whatever people want to say about them, of how you can place your worker, right? Can your future self go into certain spaces? Well, it can't go into the same space as another traveler. It can't go in the same space as your child. You do have extra abilities, which I never unlocked, where you can make your child change the cards, or you can change the cards. You can move your child more, you can move you more. And it gives you more options in terms of how you can adjust basically the puzzle. Because again, that's really where what you're trying to do is you're trying to complete these missions. And the way you complete the missions is, again, drawing cards, playing cards, powering up your engine, right? You're doing a little bit of engine building with what cards you put down here, because as you upgrade them, they can do more things and more powers. And then the next is that mini game, right? That module you add in. In this particular one, it was set collection. I was trying to collect sets of certain cards, so that way, once I got a set, I would get points. But then, of course, once I got a certain number, I would get a card, a mission card. In the pandemic one, again, you got to watch people's playthroughs of that. It's a track, right? People like tracks. You go around track. As you progress up that track, you're going to be able to get more mission cards, unlock more points, and so forth. The factor on that is the luck factor, right? That one you're using dice to try to roll. So your mitigation on that is, how can I roll the dice, and how can I roll more dice or preset dice with my abilities? So like this one, of course, it let you move cards around and change cards, so that way you wouldn't get stuck. Unfortunately, I was kind of, maybe I didn't plan well, and I had 2 5s and 3 3s, and now I'm stuck with making that just stick with 5s and 3s. And then the same thing with the 7s. I got 7 7 7. I got so many 7s, I was just like, well, I'm just gonna keep going. And that's what I ended up with. So it made it harder for me to go back and get these other ones, because if you pick up any cards I couldn't use, it locked me out from any points from that. I'm not sure if Pandemic has the same lockout or any type of lockouts like that. The other one, the Anami is very strategic, a 4 in complexity, and a 3 in duration. Extinction is 2 in luck, 3 in strategy, 2 in complexity, 2 in duration. Ocean Rise has the least amount of luck. Well, no, Anomaly has like no luck. So that's pure strategy. And Ocean Rise is kind of the next, because it's 1 luck, 4 strategy, 3 complexity, but 4 duration. So it's the longest of the bunch. So David was saying this seems a bit long at 2.5 hours. Yes and no. I would say your Euro games are going to be a little bit longer. I had a little break. I had to do the intro opening of me talking about it. I'm not currently rambling right now. I had to think out my turns. I had to backtrack a couple turns. So I think shaving all that off would have shaved, at least on this game, a good 30 minutes. So I would say less than 2 hours, probably total playtime. If I wasn't talking out all of my turns, and now that I know more of this, it probably would get it down closer to 90 minutes. But again, is a 90-minute game too long for you, right? Difficulty, we kind of went over that on the levels. There are different levels of difficulty based on the type of game and the type of module you add, which is always nice. The Pandemic is the one they recommend is the introductory module, so it's supposed to be the easiest. The difficulty for me, the rules mistakes I made, had nothing to do with the module. It had to do with how I was controlling the automa at the very beginning. Again, due to that wording issue of I would rather have it say less than rather than something or fewer. That's just a grammatic difference of how it's interpreted in somebody's brain. And then, of course, the misprint of the word mission versus chain. But that's neither here nor there. I will, of course, say, like most Euros, it is on the heavier side. This is not a light game. This isn't something that I would introduce to my family. And it definitely wouldn't be something that I would say, hey, Audrey, let's play this on a Friday night on one of our streams, because it does take some of your brain to get it up and going and to figure out what are you going to do next and how do you plan out your steps. Fun at 2? I don't know. Didn't play it at 2. Don't know. Fun at 2 in terms of the bot. I think the bot does a good job acting like a player, but at times I do feel like, of course, it can't compete with a real player. And the example I give, right, is she wasn't getting cards, right? Because she had to make a perfect set of DNA sequences, at least in this particular module. So that kind of limited her. Now, she did get to go over and get more cards added to her board because every time she could do anything else, she just kept adding more cards, which could give her points. But again, it's random. Does the card come with a point? And does she have enough gems, the little crystals, to actually even gain those points, right? Because on her card, that's the last thing she wants to fill up, is the one that gives her any type of points. So I didn't feel like it was very human-like in the way that it was operating. Would it be a good thing to throw in, as we sometimes do in a two-player game, to make the two-player game have more variability and variety? Sure. If I would have given her 2, so if I would have given her 2 on each round, she would have 2 extra gems, right? And let's say she put 1 there and 1 there. I don't think that would have given her, if it gave her anything, it would have been like 1 or 2 points. Yeah. Yeah, so even if she would have put those there, she would have gotten like 1 more point. So the 2 gems, I don't think would have helped her, although they say that makes it more difficult. But again, I think it only makes it more difficult if she happens to get a lot of point cards added to her tableau or her board to then score, you know, the points on the cards. So, last is the theme. So time travel is fun. Some of the aspects of the game fit time travel, right? Some of the aspects of the modules fit time travel and dystopian times and futures and trying to stop it. Did I feel like I was playing the theme at all? No. I felt like I was playing a Euro and I was trying to optimize my engine. And as I went through the playthrough, it was like, I need a purple card. I need a yellow card. I don't even know what these mean. I mean, this, I guess, is people and civilization. One is like food. One is science type stuff. Science and food is the green cards, right? Hybrid crops, chemical animal food. So like there is theme on it. I just don't know how much of that you're actually seeing while you play the game, or actually doing while you play the game, compared to what it is. I do like the nice thematic touch of like, okay, your future and past self can't get in the same spot because, right, that causes a time paradox, or a split multiverse. I like that the 2 adults can't go in the same spot, right, because they're both trying to save their own timeline and interacting with other timelines, mess things up in timelines. So like, I get that. That's kind of cool how they integrated that and got that to work. The past, present, and future, that's why your child is moving up. That's the whole point of the 3 rounds, is like, okay, they started in the past, they're in their present, and then in the future, which is where you are. But yeah, I think the theme is just more, you have to be able to sell a Euro. You have to be able to sell one of these games, and by throwing a theme on it of some sort does help it move. For me, the theme was enough for me to be interested, I guess, saying, oh, it's time travel kind of thing. It's more like the module and the plug and play, so you can get that variability in different types of games. Because anytime you can have those plug-in capabilities, it means you can plug in an easy module for a game and say, hey, this is for my family and us to play. And then you can plug in the harder module and say, okay, this is for me and my gamer friends to play, right? I don't have gamer friends and my family doesn't play games. So neither of those statements really apply to me, but if they do for you, there you go. There we go, guys. That is my first impressions. If I made any rules mistakes, hopefully the publisher will let me know down in the comments. Other than the ones that I've already called, I will go, of course, add that to the comments myself and pin it. If you want to back this game, of course, a late pledge will be up. There's a link down below to go out to Gamefound. I believe it's on Gamefound. Yeah, Gamefound preview. And you'll be able to late pledge for this. If you want to see more content like this, previews, gameplays, unboxings, paintings, whatever else I happen to do on this channel, like, subscribe, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. Anyway, guys, it's late, so until next time, peace.